Welcome back to the Cool Fear channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on the channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And welcome to episode 21 of my in-depth behind-the-scenes toy photography video series here on the Cool Fear channel. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. So sticking with the holiday theme, guys, Christmas is this week, so I decided to go ahead and do another holiday shoot utilizing the Rumble Society Moshquatch as the Grinch. But this time, instead of him chasing Cousin Eddie, he is chasing Holiday Gomez. And so yeah, it's a pretty, kind of simple shot in a sense, kind of similar to last week's shot where a character is running away from Moshquatch. However, this time I have Holiday Gomez on his hoverboard, and so the challenge in this shot was definitely hiding that stand, because if you don't know, I don't use Photoshop. Not that I don't think that it should be used or it should be allowed or any of that kind of stuff. It's just I just don't know how to use it. I don't have the skills and ability to use it. So my go-to is always the hide the stand technique. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it does not. Thankfully for this one, it tended to work out pretty well. You could kind of see it in a sense if you look really hard and in the right spots, but I think I hit it pretty well. What also helped was that, the white snow background, so that way you could just basically see through the clear pole, and yeah, that kind of just helped it out in the end. So the setup behind everybody is just the same little Christmas tree decoration with some lights, some presents all around the floor with the Holiday Boom Boom and the Gomez and Grub presents on the floor. But like I said, this time instead of Cousin Eddie running away from him, it is Holiday Gomez flying away from him on his holiday hoverboard, holding Holiday Grub and holding a present for them. So yeah, like I said in last week's shoot, the previous year I kind of started thinking, I really wish I had a Grinch figure, and they don't really make a Grinch 1/12 scale figure. So I had to really look and see what I could utilize for that. And thankfully, Rumble Society had just released the green Moshquatch last year. And so I went ahead and decided to go ahead and pick it up. But I had picked him up just a little after holiday season, and so I decided to go ahead and say, well, the holidays do roll around every year, so I can definitely use them for this year's shoots. And so that's why I decided to do 2 shoots back to back with him. Now, he's not a perfect representation of the Grinch, as you can see, and his articulation is pretty damn limited. So I tried my best to get him into like a running grabbing pose, but yeah, he's kind of just standing there with his arms up, kind of leaned back towards the tree because his head doesn't even move up pretty much at all. So I kind of had to just lean him back in order to get him to kind of look up towards Holiday Gomez flying away. So yeah, like I said, a pretty simple premise, pretty similar to last week's, the only difference being the character of Cousin Eddie being switched out for Gomez, and the act of him running away for the act of him hoverboarding away. So with that being said, guys, why don't I go ahead and take the camera off the stand, and we can go ahead and take a look at the lighting, a closer look at the setup, and everything in between. Alright guys, so here we have the camera nice and free so we can take a look at all the great stuff. As you can see, I do have Gomez on a flight pose right here, or a flight stand I should say. I am utilizing his holiday stand right there, but as you can see, if we move the camera this way, it tends to hide the stand, and so that's kind of how I did it. I just picked a proper angle and kind of moved the camera around as much as I could until you couldn't see the stand so much. Like I said, in parts of it you can see it if you look hard enough, but you have to really look hard. And so like I said, we have Moshquatch back here kind of just reaching up in a sense, not really in too much of a pose since, like I said, he doesn't have too much articulation. All the presents are still just on the ground. Once again, Holiday Boom Boom is right there. I went to the Dollar Tree last year and got some little Dollar Tree lights that I went ahead and put on the Christmas tree as well to add a little color and flavor to it as well. Now, in terms of lighting, guys, this is in my light box. Normally, I do shoot on my street scene diorama, and I have to utilize actual lights. that I put up and move around and stuff. But since this is a light box, it does come with 2 strip LED lights right there, which light the scene pretty well, so I don't really have to do too much else in terms of lighting. So yeah, pretty simple shoot, guys, to get into the holiday spirit. Like I said, Christmas is this week, so I do have 2 other holiday shots planned out for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but I don't think I'm going to be doing a in-depth behind-the-scenes toy photography video series for them. Or maybe I will. I'm not too sure just yet. But I figured this would be a fun one with just Gomez running away with the present, holiday grub, and of course, the Grinch Mosquatch chasing him. So with that being said, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this week's video. If you made it to the end and you've been enjoying the content so far, please type down in the comments below, the Grinch. That way I know you've made it this far and you're enjoying the content. And if you guys have any questions about toy photography, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. With that being said, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, happy holidays and have a great fucking day.